basketball. I've been on record saying I don't have any issue with Bronny James and LeBron getting Bronny James into the NBA. No issue with it. Um, don't really care about the black nepotism. But these LeBron sexuals are out of control. They getting mad because people telling the truth about Bronny James, and they lying to themselves saying that LeBron ain't trying to play with Bronny James to one up LeBron up Michael Jordan, that they ain't got nothing to do with it. Yes, it do. LeBron ain't concerned about Michael Jordan, then why he wear 23? Why he was shooting in the back sun with his son, talking about, I'm the GOAT. He's a narcissist. And hey, they ain't saying that Michael wasn't. Neither Michael controlled the media as well too. I mean, you can look no further than this season where he was in the, Clutch Sports sent the press release out trying to get people to get LeBron MVP votes. He's a narcissist. All right. And we're going to talk about this Bronny James and Alex Sarr debate. And I'll talk a little bit about Team USA towards the end. So my whole thing is this. Everybody know LeBron made Bronny go to the league for selfish reasons. So he can say, I did something that Michael ain't done or nobody else done. I got to play with my son. And simply put, everybody's seeing his son not good enough. For 1 minute they saying it was just summer league, but then now they saying, look at Alex Sarr. He went number 2 and he went 0 for 15 and 0 for 7 from here and he didn't do nothing. Well, Alex Sarr daddy didn't get him in the league, okay? Let's double tap the screen to like the video. Alex Sarr daddy didn't get him in the league. Alex Sarr, you put LeBron James Jr., Bronny James in there. Shout out to Daniel Berry Sports Highlights. You put Bronny James in there with Alex Sarr one-on-one. You get Bronny James 9 points. They go on to 10. I guarantee you Alex Sarr win that game. Never even seen a dude hoop. I guarantee you he beat Bronny James. Bronny James can have game point in the ball. Alex Sarr gonna win. And everybody know he don't belong in the league. He not an NBA player. Flat out. LeBron pulled strings to get him in the league. I don't have an issue with it. So he can say I played with my son and Michael Jordan never did. He's chasing Michael. And the thing about it is he'll never beat Michael. He's LeBron James. But he'll never be Michael Jordan. He'll never be greater than Michael Jordan. No matter how much he want to believe it, no matter how much he want to say it, no matter how much he want to pay the media to believe it, the NBA on his watch has got worse. Now, is that completely his fault? No, AAU destroyed it. Technology destroyed the TV ratings. But, at the end of the day, I didn't like Michael Jordan either. I'll be flat out from Detroit. We didn't like Michael. Fuck Michael, But at the same time, with LeBron, he's a narcissist. He care about what people think. He care about people's opinions. He care about everything. And he put his son in a position to fail for his own selfish reasons. He did. He put his son out there. He said he regretted naming him a junior, which, hey, it is what it is. Who don't want a son? Who don't want a son to be named Junior, right? That's about building your legacy, right? Then you force him into the NBA. You pull a string, so you put a target on his back. He pulled strings to put a target on the boy back. In a minute LeBron ain't around the league, look how they attack Lonzo Ball for his daddy saying that he was the best, and Patrick Beverly picking him up 90 feet. His dad put a target on his back. You think LeBron ain't put a target on his son back? Absolutely. Nobody hate nepotism in the black community more than black people. They look at it as a badge of honor to say, oh, I did it on my own. I didn't need my parents to do this. And I know I started from the bottom. Now we here. I didn't need my parents. Your daddy bought you lattes and you got free Nike Veremos and you got free, LeBron James. So you had the best coaches and everything. I got it off the muscle. They love saying that. Black people wear that like a badge of honor. So you think the minute LeBron ain't around and he's still in the league, the type of things they gonna treat, how they gonna treat LeBron. LeBron power is that he playing. Without the power to be able to go out there and still play at a high level in year 57, whatever it is, without that power, you think the Lakers still draft him? Absolutely not. He might get a two-way deal. He might get picked up as an undrafted free agent. Why did you think LeBron say, whoever draft my son, I'm going to go play for them? You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, it's definitely about that. And the LeBron fans is, they bad. Michael Jordan fans is bad without social media. LeBron James fans is mad. You make a little joke about Bronny James or LeBron, or you show him airballing and all the stuff that he did. They get in their feelings. And I understand that's y'all king, that's y'all everything. I get it. I ain't even tripping on it. I get it. I get it. But at the same time, you put your sons in harm's way. But you know what? God don't give people more than they can handle. So, God put him in a position, God put him in a position, to actually have it. So, you don't give him more than he can handle. I think the kid can handle it. Summer league, it's a summer league. They probably having more fun off the court. Is he aggressive enough? As of right now, what I'm saying, he's not aggressive enough. But the good thing about it is he going through it without his daddy holding his hand. His daddy over there in the Middle East hooping. So he got to figure this out. LeBron ain't going to be there to hold his hand in the G League. LeBron ain't going to be able to hold his hand when he's no longer in the league. LeBron can't walk him through this moment. He can't. But, a lot of people were saying that, well, Alex Sarr, he did this. And that's Alex Sarr. He the number 2 pick. Bronny James ain't nowhere near Alex Sarr. Who knows? Alex Sarr could have fucked 15 bitches the night before. Excuse my language. It is the summer league. But at the same time, Alex Sarr got picked number 2. So a lot of people around the league think Alex Sarr belongs. Nobody thinks Bronny James belongs in the league. If you had to give somebody some truth serum, you know what I'm saying? Nobody thinks LeBron James belongs in the league. So for a bunch of grown men to go to the internet when people joking and trolling about it and having a good time and people being objective about it and go around threatening people over another grown man that they never knew, never touched, not even from Ohio, not from Cleveland, not from Akron, for them to go around threatening people and, talking about, I'm going to threaten your family. They are loose. They are very loose individuals. You know what I'm saying? If you don't like what somebody saying, guess what? Don't follow their page. Unsubscribe. Oh, man, you all weak, man, treat LeBron like this and doing, man, fuck LeBron. And I just say it proudly. Y'all sitting here going hard for LeBron, but he still ain't talked about why he put JJ Redick in that position after he said the N-word. They acting like that didn't happen. That was another reason why they covered up for Bronny James. He still ain't exposed why they still ain't have JJ Redick address why he used the N-word on 2 different occasions with 2 different women. He still ain't had to explain that. And that's one thing that drafting Bronny James did was cover that up. He still ain't explained why, he co-signed a white supremacist as their head coach and fired the brother. So before y'all get all this, Michael Jordan didn't care about black people and LeBron care about his people, and LeBron don't care about his people. He sit there, started the podcast, double tap the screen to like the video. He started the podcast with JJ Redick. Next thing you know, he the head coach. Then they come out, he called 2 different sisters the N-word. He don't have to address it. This who LeBron aligned himself with. That's why I tell y'all the line lines between black people. You got niggas. You know what I'm saying? You gotta say that. You got productive black people, black men and black women. And then you got people that's rich and wealthy. The rich and wealthy, they don't look back to help us. Let's be real. We got more of a rapport in a congregation with niggas. And if I gotta explain the difference between a productive black person and a nigga, I mean, that's just got to be another video. Even after JJ denied it, another woman came out and said he said it too. His ex-girlfriend came out and said he said it too. So, at the end of the day, where is his press conference? Where is his apology? I think Josh Allen even apologized for using the N-word. I'm not sure Kelly Collins ever apologized for using it. I'm pretty sure Riley Cooper apologized for using it. Come on, man. He ain't. Come on. Of course he goes to, oh, no, I didn't say it. Of course he said it. He went to Duke. Look at him. Look at him. You got brothers apologizing for things they never did. So I ain't trying to hear that. All the people LeBron could have co-signed to be the head coach, he picked him. I don't pray nothing but bad to happen to the Lakers next year. I really don't. I don't want nothing good to happen to them. I love AD as a player. I want Cam Reddish to be successful. But outside of that, I don't want no success for them. None whatsoever. None whatsoever. This is the same LeBron who didn't show up to Kobe Memorial. Oh, I was mourning my ass. Alonzo mourning my ass. I hope they don't win a game next year. I hope they don't win a game next year. Jeannie Buss ain't been nothing but a failure as the Lakers on that bubble championship don't count. They going around talking about we got 16 or 17 championships. We only one away from Boston, whatever it is. Like that bubble don't count. That bubble don't count. What you got to disagree about? That's what I want to know. What you disagreeing about? I would love to know what you disagreeing about. If you hope nothing good happened to the Lakers, hey, okay, cool. Hey, I ain't mad at you. Fuck the Lakers. I ain't liked them since Magic played. But he got Darvin Ham fired for what? For what? It ain't never LeBron's fault. It's always somebody else's fault. When David Black held him accountable for not playing defense, he got rid of him. It ain't never, showed up J.R. Smith on the floor. It ain't never his fault. But back to his son. His son didn't deserve this. His son should still be in college, having some hoes, fold his clothes, roll a blunt, working on his game. I'm saying? LeBron did this for selfish reasons. He did this for him. Oh, man, this is going to add to my legacy. I could be better than Jordan. That's exactly what it is, bruh. Don't forget he told people when he lost to Miami the first time to go back to our miserable lives. That's exactly what it is. That's exactly what it is. Bronny not capable of dropping 40 seconds, let alone 40 points. And who knows? He probably ain't going as hard because how can you go as hard when the most important muscle in your body, your heart, can go out at any given time? We don't even know if the boy healed or not. So to me, forcing him to go out there and play in the NBA game, that's selfish. No matter how much money you got, he should let that kid be a kid. Real talk, he should let that kid be a kid. That's what I feel like. He should let the kid be the kid. But he chasing Jordan, he chasing legacy. He chasing, he trying to put his points per. He just a narcissist, bro. For him, it's never it never been about winning, bro. It's really been about statistically being the best player possible. It's been statistically about him being the best player possible. And so be it. That's what he want to chase. But stats don't make you the greatest. Michael never called Kareem. And people weren't calling Kareem the greatest player when he had the most points. But I understand, Ken Griffey playing, senior playing with Junior, being able to play with your son. But Ken Griffey Jr. earned that. Ken Griffey Jr. is one of the greatest baseball players of all time. He earned that. He said probably the reason why he's in the NBA is because his heart problem. Now, look here, man. If your son got a heart problem, man, I mean, you really care about your son, man, he gonna go a different path. Let's be real. If they say, well, I'm not sure this the case. I'm not saying this the case at all. But they saying, well, if your son go back out there, he can pass, he can die. You gonna put your son back out there? Nah. All the business opportunities that LeBron got, he can put his son and be successful somewhere else. But I'm pretty sure that's not the case. But if there's any inkling that your son could pass away at a nice percentage, obviously the decision, he's an adult. The decision is up to him if he want to continue to play or not. But first thing you gonna say is, hell no, we got money. What you playing in the NBA for? You know, and you gotta ask yourself, do we want to play in the league? Do we want to play in the league? Is this something his father forcing on him? And it's another thing that trips me out about black people is they act like basketball is the only way out. Damn. They act like basketball is the only way out. Like we don't need more doctors and more lawyers and the more electricians and the more business people. Like we don't need more people in baseball or golf or tennis or more scientists. We act like basketball is the only way out. You know what I mean? People I met that their parents only put them in basketball and they probably would have been terrific baseball players. They probably would have been terrific golfers. They probably would have been terrific tennis players. The whole nine. And all they knew was basketball, basketball, basketball. Said LeBron cut too many corners in his career and make too many excuses. He never be that guy. And he has. Jumping to Miami. Think about it, if he never jumped to Miami. Kevin Durant don't have the balls to jump to Golden State. Basketball has deteriorated on LeBron's watch. It didn't get better. It did not get better on LeBron's watch. Let's keep it funky. Basketball has not accepted. When Michael Jordan was there, he took it to another level. LeBron got there, he got the teaming up and tag team back again, shaking, breaking, let's begin. Come on, basketball's got worse than LeBron James' watch. Super teams. He can't dribble. He travel all the time. He don't really have no skills. He ain't got no handles for real. He ain't got no saucy crossover. He don't really got no post moves. Come on, he can dunk and jump, and he gonna defend the smallest guy on the court. When it came to defending Derrick Rose, he loved to defend the small Derrick Rose. When it came to stepping up defending Kevin Durant, he backed down. When it came to taking game-winning shots, he passed the ball. He shot some, he passed the ball. Let's keep it real. The NBA been shitty ever since he went to Miami. It's been shitty ever since he went to Miami. And people say, well, it's different. Kevin Durant went to a team that was 73 and this, but LeBron, the Miami wasn't good, man. Get out of here. You add Chris Bosh. And on top of that, they eventually added Ray Allen and more Hall of Famers, and they still couldn't get the job done. Come on. He ain't nothing. He's a great basketball player. If you want to say he's the greatest of all time, I'm not going to knock you. Not going to knock you at all. But he's definitely full of himself. He definitely a ball hog. He definitely a teammate killer. If you can't catch and shoot or you like to dribble, that's why Deion Waiters had to get up out of Cleveland. That's why Lonzo B.I. and them and Julius Randle had to get out the Lakers. You got to conform to LeBron. LeBron not giving the ball up. LeBron not posting up. LeBron not playing off the ball. Tim Duncan said LeBron better than Jordan. I mean, that's Tim Duncan's opinion. He not, but hey, that's Tim Duncan's opinion. AI was 6 foot, and in my opinion, was the heir to Jordan more than Kobe. AI my favorite player, but you know, AI didn't. AI was too hood for the NBA. The NBA wasn't gonna get behind AI. Let's keep it real. The NBA wasn't gonna get behind Allen Iverson. They didn't want that image. They didn't want the image. You know, he said, you know, okay, I read that one already. So, but yeah, nonetheless, you know, and a lot of these guys are getting in their feelings. Okay, cool. Like, come on, y'all can't take a joke. Y'all can't take some criticism. You know, they just joking about LeBron and they, oh man, Bronny can't play. Bronny said it. And then he paying guys like Gilbert Arenas to say Brandon Jennings had to say it. He there because his daddy there. That's true. It's not false. It's true. And it's cool. Ain't nothing wrong with it. But I stop acting like, you know, we 2 years old. You trying to tell us what we see. We know what we seeing. He's struggling. Well, it's only summer league. Okay, what happened when it get to the preseason? What happened when it get to the regular season? What happened when he get to the G League? He go to the G League and he's suffering the G League. Come on. You know, he need his daddy there to hold his hand. LeVar couldn't hold Lonzo hand, couldn't hold LaMelo hand. Eric said, I'm not really surprised the way LeBron's career went. LeBron is very selfish, has been a baby, and I see why he's the way, because he didn't grow up around no man, if you ever noticed that. And at the end of the day, women are selfish, you know, and you subconsciously pick up on that. You know, that's why you need the balance between a man and a woman, estrogen and testosterone, masculinity and femininity. You know, like it or not, you need a balance. I'm not saying it got to be 50-50. Obviously, it don't. And every woman need a masculine and feminine influence in their life. You know what I'm saying? That's true. You teach my stepdaughter how to cut the grass, so you don't have to depend on the guy to cut the grass. How to defend yourself. So you need a balance. Some men, a lot of y'all like to eat out. Oh, go to Taco Bell, McDonald's. Absolutely not. You're gonna die. So a man should know how to bake something, how to cook something, how to clean, how to fold, how to wash. You need a balance between femininity and masculinity. Like some women should know, okay, if it's just you and you out of range, you should know how to change a fucking tire. It's not rocket science. So too much of, even for either sex, too much of femininity or masculinity is not good. Too much. Too much femininity in a woman and not understanding a man's perspective, she gonna lose out here all the time. Too much masculinity in the man and not knowing no feminine and feminine, because you gotta know female nature to really know how to play females or know how to really work females. You know, your first, female encounters with your mother, your aunties, your cousins, your sisters. So to be able to have a balance, you got to have a balance. You know what I'm saying? And you got to understand them. Most men that are good with women, they've been around women, they understand women. They understand how they've been around guys that's not good with women. It's not a shocker. They haven't been around a lot of women. You know what I'm saying? That's just real. For women, they really don't care how men think, how men work. They don't care. But it does help. They just think they give you that slit and that's it. Oh, okay. That was bars. But, the kind of like, before I finish off, I ain't gonna be here too much longer. The whole thing about what Alex Sarr went over. Alex Sarr's Alex Sarr. You put him and Bronny in the court together, Alex Sarr would destroy Bronny. I mean, he like a whole fucking foot taller than him. Understandable. Okay. So Sarr had a bad night. He had one bad night. Go look up the other night Sarr had. I'm not sure what they are. I guarantee you they better than Bronny. Bronny like 0 for 20 from 3, bro. He supposed to be a 3 and D guy. He 0 for 20 from 3. Bronny has so much love his whole life, hate his balancing it out. I can't just say that. Because that hate come with that name, bro. The hate come with the name. LeBron have a DM. We don't know what LeBron had. The way Nike covers shit up, you don't know. So that be killing me when niggas, oh man, LeBron never did this and never did, man. You know what Nike be covering up? You know, if Nike can cover up what John Morant did, they could. They could. So the whole thing, oh, he's a great man. We don't know what these do. We thought Tiger Woods was the best. A good old boy, Tiger Woods. Tiger Woods came out to be a terror. So all this, oh man, his character, that's what you supposed to do. We ain't applauding no nigga for having no good character. I'm applauding no another man for being a good man. That's what you supposed to do. We give credit because, oh, he never had a DUI. He ain't never had a DV. We don't know that. Just because it ain't televised. You ain't never seen Ray Donovan? Oh, Bron ain't did nothing but good. And he be like, fuck out of here. How the hell you know? That ninja was at them Diddy parties too. Didn't he say ain't no party like a diddler party? So I really ain't getting into none of that. These do, oh man, he's a great guy. We thought Tiger was. Look how MJ did his people. He ain't paid not one of them ninjas for the last dance. And that's what I don't understand. Why is rich people so fucking selfish? Johnson salute. Think about had Diddy just paid them producers and did right by Danny Kane and paid them. He wouldn't be in the position that he in. What would he? You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. A lot of these dudes in the position they in because they didn't compensate people. They didn't compensate people. Think about if Diddy just would have paid Cassie what she was asking for and made her sign an agreement. This it. I'm going to give you this 200, 300 million. That's it. Nah. But I never know what it feel like to have enough power to feel like can't nobody touch me. I done lived life too much, too long. And to know they can always touch you. If they can give you money, if they can give you power, they can take it away. He said you don't become a billionaire by paying people fair. That's true. But you still could have stayed one by paying people fairly. I think it's a power complex. More rich and wealthy people finesse people than ordinary people. Bronny played just like Alex on. Man, ain't no comparison. Alex 7'2". I don't know. I ain't seen Alex Sarr play, so I can't even say. But I guarantee you he ain't 0 for 50 from 3. Or whatever Bronny is. And exactly, I was just about to say that, Oren Patty. Rich people get a lot of stuff for free and they still be finessing people. Oh yeah, I can't call it Cooper, bro. I'm talking shit. I can't call it. I never seen the kid play. I know he like 7 foot. He said, I ain't gonna lie. Him at the Diddy party was a little I mean, where everybody go to them parties. Everybody go to them parties. It is what it is. It's a party. I mean, just as long as you ain't there when everybody go home. But that's how they be, man. That's why, man, I don't be going, man. I don't be messing with people parties and stuff like that, bro. I wouldn't put my summer league with Sarr. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. This draft wasn't that good, but that kid at Minnesota draft, Rob Dillinger, top 5, Michael, LeBron, Magic, Bird. In my 5th, I'm gonna go Hakeem Olajuwon. This is how I'm feeling today. So Michael, Magic, Michael, LeBron, Michael number 1, LeBron number 2, Irvin Johnson number 3, number 4, Larry Bird, and number 5, Hakeem Olajuwon. Nah, AI my favorite. Yeah, AI my favorite. My favorite is Allen Iverson, Kevin Garnett 2, Allen Iverson 1, Kevin Garnett 2, 3 Kobe Bryant, 4 Reggie Miller, 5 Tim Duncan. Yeah. You got to understand, the NBA ain't where it is without Magic and Bird. So you got to remember that without Magic and Bird, the NBA, I mean, that they by virtue they top 5 by lot. So I mean, LeBron one of the more talented players I've ever seen. Michael is Michael. Hakeem Olajuwon, everybody fuck with Hakeem. Y'all got to remember, Hakeem, Defensive Player of the Year, MVP, first team All NBA, first team All Defense. Only thing he didn't do that Michael did was win the scoring title in the slam dunk contest. Hakeem had one of the greatest seasons of all time. And I think maybe Otis Thorpe had made an all-star team. He was in Clyde Drexler with the first team. I think Otis Thorpe was the only one that made an all-star team to that point. And Sam Cassell eventually made one later on. So he didn't have another superstar next to him in that first championship run. So Hakeem was the Houston Rockets. You know, he made 3 finals. The first one was with Ralph Sampson. He got injured. Absolutely, Magic and Bird is still top 5. You out your rabbit ass mind. Without them, it ain't no NBA. The real talk, them niggas is on tape delay. You out your rabbit ass mind. Larry Bird would cook every small forward today, including LeBron. Couldn't none of them niggas fuck with Larry Bird. Did you know Larry Bird dropped like 30 with his left hand, bro? Was that versus the Portland Trailblazers? Said he won't use his right hand until he played the Lakers. And Magic today, like, come on, if Russell Westbrook can average a triple-double today, man, Magic gonna average a quadruple-double. You out your rabbit ass mind. You out your rabbit ass mind. You out your rabbit, man, shit, Jason Kidd, y'all be calling Jason Kidd the GOAT today. Well, Jason Kidd should have had MVP in Jersey. These players today is not good. That's why we trying to explain to y'all dumbass niggas. These niggas cannot play. They can't even play without the basketball. Y'all don't notice how bad these NBA players, they can't even dribble. Literally, they travel every possession. Literally, this ain't even up for debate. These niggas is ass. Magic had to go over Hakeem, Ralph Sampson. He had to go over Moses Malone, Daryl Dawkins, Artis Gilmore. You know what I'm saying? He had to go against real 7-footers. Meanwhile, Zion Williamson came and played 10 games straight. Meanwhile, LaMelo Ball can't dribble the ball up the court without his knee falling out. Man, Jason Kidd is a great player. He ain't no Magic. How about that? I love Jason Kidd. He ain't no Magic. I love Isaiah. He's somewhere up there. You know, that was a little bit before my time, but I love Isaiah. I love him. Joe Dumars, Isaiah Grant, Jerry Stackhouse, Lambeer, Mahorn. Love those guys. But that's the era I grew up in. Kevin Garnett, man, that's my guy. The Iverson Garnett era, the Miller era, the Duncan era, Kobe era. I ain't talking about like Kobe, like Shaq Kobe, like post Shaq. I'm talking about Kobe, NBA courtside Kobe. Oh yeah, Dr. J, he did the ABA. Don't forget guys like Jamal Wilkes. You gotta remember, Magic Johnson won the championship his rookie fucking year, dude. Before he got there, the Lakers was ass, even with Kareem. People don't remember that. And I tell you right now, Larry Bird coming to the league averaged about 30, 40 points today, bro. I'll tell you that right now. These niggas can't play, bro. I keep telling y'all that. They not good at basketball today. They can't dribble. They don't have no fundamentals. They can't play without the like Kevin Durant is like one of the only superstars that can play without the basketball. Think about that for a minute. Kevin Durant is one of the few guys. Giannis gotta have the basketball. Giannis ain't even skilled. Let's keep it real. If Giannis wasn't 7 foot and couldn't run and dunk, Giannis ain't even skilled. Let's keep it real. Jokic is nice. You know, but imagine prime Arvydas Sabonis had he came into the NBA. He was doing what Jokic can do. Think about the top players. Westbrook need the ball. At one point he was the top guy. Lillard need the ball. McCollum need the ball. Zion need the ball. Ingram need the ball. Lonzo need the ball. Anthony Davis is good without the basketball. I'll give him that because he's a hell of a defender. Anthony Davis, low key, should have been one of the MVP votes last year. I'll give him that. Joel Embiid is good. Can't stay healthy though. Jalen Brunson is a fresher breath of air. I'll give him that. I love me some Bronson. Pause. Allen Burton is one of the last true few point guards. It ain't that many good players left, bro. It's not that many players that can play without the basketball. You talking about Klay Thompson, Steph Curry, Kevin Huerter of the Sacramento Kings. It's not that many guys that can play without the basketball. McCollum can play a little bit without the basketball. That's a real problem in the NBA today. Is these guys can't play without the basketball. I call it the LeBron James effect. And you think about it, ain't too many Bruce Bowens left. They even pushed Patrick Beverly out the league. You don't even got too many of them type of dudes left. And if Bronny James can be a 3-and-D guy, bro, like they don't even make them dudes no more. The Ruben Pattersons, the Tony Allens, they don't even make them hard-nosed defenders no more, bro. The junkyard dogs, Jerome, Big Dog, what was it, Jerome, was it Robinson that played for the Pistons, Big Dog. I mean, they don't make them, I'm not Big Dog, he was junkyard dog. They don't make guys like that no more. Everybody got to have the ball in their hand. Think about the Chicago Bulls. DeMar need the ball. Lonzo need the ball. Levine need the ball. You know what I'm saying? Like, none of these dudes could play without the basketball. Chris Paul play without the basketball, and Chris Paul don't really play without he can, but he don't. And Chris Paul ain't been relevant in like 3 seasons. Chris Paul is more effective with the basketball in his hands. And Chris Paul not even from this era. Let's say that first and foremost. So you talking about a player from the old school. What that man say on tag? I'm an old fool from the old school. he not even from this era, so stop it. Like, he ain't even from this era, bruh. They don't even make niggas like Mario Chalmers no more, bruh. Like, Kyle Lowry, a last of a dying breed, being able to catch and shoot and defend a little bit. It's crazy. I bring hand checking back, man. The score is going to be 85-80. I guarantee, but it'd be more competitive. KD said not to compare him to Giannis because the dude is lacking actual. Yeah, Giannis just run and dunk. Who do you blame for the breakup of the 98 Bulls? Man, Jerry, the little fat guy. Yeah, it was his fault. But then, he also saved Michael because the Lakers would have smacked them niggas eventually. The Lakers was going to smack the Bulls eventually. That was inevitable. Jerry Krause, yeah. The Lakers was going to smack them ninjas, and it was inevitable. Only reason, and I say this, and this has been sitting on my heart, and I'm going to talk about Team USA and get out of here, because whenever I go live, my phone get like mad hot. I don't know why. But I'm going to say this. Damn, what I was gonna say. I was about to say something. Oh, Shaq and Kobe, right? This has been sitting on my mind, bro. And he wanted to break them up because he said Phil Jackson wasn't gonna be back. He wanted to rebuild. It says in the documentary, The Last Dance, where he ain't pay nobody, Michael. But like Shaq had a problem with Penny because Penny had the Nike deal and Penny was popular. Shaq was a hater. Shaq never accepted Kobe Bryant. Shaq hated on Kobe the minute he got there. That's why him and Shaq got to fighting, because Shaq was selfish. He humble now, but Shaq was jealous of guards. And what Shaq had to understand, no matter how dominant Shaq felt he was, think about what's the most popular big fella of all time. It was Shaq. But as far as the popular Shaq was, he was never got the cachet of Tracy McGrady got from being a guard. You can never outshine the guards. The guards got the chicks. The guards, they got the pageantry. They got the confetti. They got all the MVP. Shaq should have had about 4 or 5 MVPs. But compared to a guy like Tracy McGrady, who else you had that was really good wing? Kobe Bryant, Allen Iverson. He really was never that saucy. He never really got the cachet that he really deserved. You know, he had the best shoe. You know, the Reebok shoes he had the best shoe. But he just, he never was gonna be celebrated like Kobe, like Michael. And he hated on Kobe. He never accepted Kobe. Kobe. That's why him and Kobe fought. He hated on Penny because Penny, he was a hater. He'd tell you he's a fucking hater. He's a hater. And had he been the mentor that he should have been to Kobe, instead of competing and hating on him, had he been the mentor to Kobe, they would still probably be winning championships damn near. But he was a fucking hater. He was a hater. But let me speak on Team USA. They too old. They'll win it this year, but to be honest, they need about only two veterans they need on that team is Kevin Durant and Steph Curry. That's it. They don't need LeBron. They damn sure don't need Joel Embiid, ho ass. He can't even stay healthy. He need to be on the treadmill, on the Atkins diet. All right. But that's all they need is about. They need Steph Curry and Kevin Durant. That's it. They don't need LeBron on the team. They don't need Drew Holiday. They don't need those guys. Anthony Edwards, Tyrese Halliburton. I said this the other day. Devin Booker. Those are good enough. Bam Adebayo, Anthony Davis. Who else on that team? Steph, KD, Jason. I'll take Jason Tatum. That's really Derek White. Those 9 is good enough on that team. Maybe they should have threw Cooper Flag on there just to throw him on there to get the experience. But those are good enough. Maybe Tyler Hero for shooting. Who else you got out there? Maybe a Miles Turner because he could defend and shoot. That's it. They need to really build it as a team. And the reason why back in the day that Michael and them was so much more successful, and even the Dream Team number 2 was more successful, was because they can play without the basketball. Magic didn't need the ball. Larry didn't need the ball. They knew how to play basketball. Michael didn't necessarily need the ball to be effective. They all knew how to play fundamental basketball. They moving, they driving, they kicking. Malone can catch and shoot. Barkley can run. They understood how to play basketball. Now today, everybody need the ball. And the reason I say the only reason they need Steph and Kevin Durant as true veteran leaders is because guess what? Them two monkeys ain't gonna stop no show. The ball. Steph Curry don't need the ball to be effective. Steph gonna catch and shoot. Steph gonna make the extra pass. Kevin Durant, he can be on the ball like Steph Curry, or guess what? He can space, catch and shoot, post up, play the middle. So really, them guys like Drew Holiday, you don't need Drew Holiday. Drew Holiday need the ball offensively to be effective. Guy like LeBron, you don't really need LeBron. He need the ball to be effective. Drew Holiday gonna defend though. I give him that. But you don't need LeBron. Maybe as a coach. It's them young guys' time to shine. So, yeah, let them young guys. Anthony Edwards' team. If you're who team this belong to is Anthony Edwards and Anthony Davis. This is their team, and I expect Anthony Davis next year, if he stay healthy, to vie for MVP. I think the MVP vote next year is probably going to be Anthony Edwards and Anthony Davis. Jokic got to be there. Joel going to be healthy next year. And Brunson. Them going to be the 5 that's probably going to vie. That's going to vie for the MVP next year. Anthony Davis, if he going to win MVP, it's going to be next year. I mean, I thought he should have been up there this year for MVP, what he did. Defensive Player of the Year should have got it. He gonna be there next year if he healthy. Anthony Davis, what he doing on Team USA this year? LeBron just in this nigga's way. Let's keep it real. LeBron just in the way. Real talk. LeBron just in the way. Anthony Davis is one of the five best players. After really last year, he won probably all the way around. He probably one of the three best players last year. Jokic and Embiid, Davis, Edwards, Jokic. They had to be in some. And don't sleep on Tyrese Maxey next year neither. Tyrese Maxey is for real. I love the Lakers under 45.5 wins. I hope they don't get 10. Oh, I forgot about Ja. He got the ugly ass number 2 Ja tools. Man, they need to scrap them hoes. Just give him Kyrie shoes. Yeah, I don't know how Ja gonna come back. Anytime you take that time off, it's hard to come back. He took the time off, injured his shoulder. I don't really like the makeup of their team. I do not like Jaren Jackson. Not because he went to Michigan State. He just played like a bitch. Excuse my language. Jaren Jackson played too soft. He played like he wanted to be a wing. You want fries with that? Jaren Jackson need to play like an actual center, an actual power forward. He need to put on Kevin Garnett tape and he need to play like that. He out there playing like Bronny James and shit. Dallas will not be back. I mark my words. Dallas will not be back. Dallas might not make the playoffs next year. Yeah, Dallas might not make the playoffs next year. Dallas will not be back. They will not be in contention. Mark my words. Dallas will not be in contention. I ain't a fan of that Edie guy. He just look big and slow, but I could be wrong. I wish him the best. Dallas will not be back next year. Yes, Jaren Jackson Jr., man, maybe because he fucked me over on FanDuel. Pause. I don't like him. That boy 7 foot and be getting 2 rebounds a game. I'm like, this nigga about 7 foot. He get about 10 rebounds. I'm telling y'all, man, Anthony Davis next year, watch out. If JJ Redick don't mess it up, watch out. Either he gonna request a trade or he about to get the MVP. You know. But the Minnesota might be dangerous. If Rob Dillinger do what I think he gonna do in Minnesota, Minnesota might be dangerous. They shouldn't have let Minnesota get their hands on Rob Dillinger, bro. I like that white boy out of Kentucky too, man. Russell Weed, what's his name? Russell Shepard. Yeah, that dude a problem. They started to make white athletes great again. Didn't Iowa just get a corner drafted? That was the first white corner we seen in the NFL since Jason Sehorn. Iowa had another white corner last year, but he converted to safety. So yeah, the white athlete started to make a comeback. Don't call it a comeback. Damn, he said AD ain't win no MVP in a Laker uniform. Damn, AD, they hating on you like that. Damn. Yeah, Jaren Jackson is soft as rice pudding, my dude. But I think they should have kept Team USA young. LeBron's just such an attention whore. I ain't worried about Alex Sarr going 0 for 15. It is Alex Sarr out in Vegas fucking bitches. I'm telling y'all what he doing. All them Frenchmen, they love to fuck. Hold on, that might be wrong. Cause I heard their birth rate is going in the trash like everybody else's. Only birth rate that's ticking up is third world countries, specifically in Africa. Like human race is headed for extinction. That's why the Japanese are recruiting black American men to come over there to impregnate their women. Believe me, you think I'm lying, bro? Look it up. Everywhere. That's why Russia got a problem with America. I mean, I shouldn't be saying this, but it's not because of, power and ravaging countries. They have an issue with us because of how liberal America has gotten. They liberal values are starting to affect other countries. Now in Japan, to kind of give y'all a history lesson, Japan issue is that they kept that one child law and all that type of stuff, and most of the child they was trying to keep and all that with boys, so they could fight in the war. So they end up getting too many. I could be wrong here. They end up having too many boys and not enough women. That's not a recipe for a great society. You need more women and more guys, because more guys can impregnate more women. If you wanted to go out there, y'all can go impregnate a woman every day for next year if you wanted to. So prime Draymond or Ron Artest, that ain't no competition. He said Rob Dillinger from my hometown, Hickory, North Carolina. That my little cousin brother, Minnesota, had drafted him. Hickory, North Carolina. Where that at? Y'all got so many small towns down south. You know, you be in Backwood, Arkansas or some shit. Yeah, Rob a problem. I didn't know y'all niggas knew how to hoop down there in North Carolina. Y'all had John Wall and Raleigh. So yeah, you know, Poland, they having Henry sent me in Poland. They had a mixer for white women to meet black guys. I mean, black guys don't know how in demand y'all is. They really just want your melanin. That's why. Let me be quiet. Let me be quiet. Clippers looking to trade for Zach LaVine. Yeah, he a West Coast dude. He from Washington, which that's another expensive place. I don't know how y'all survive up there in Seattle. That shit expensive. Yeah, Flavor Flav made a baby at 70. Robert De Niro had a baby at what, 70, 80? Absolutely. Absolutely. I just be, you know, so yeah, they looking for, you know, they looking for like birth rates is going even in France, they start, that's why I said pump the brakes on France. They starting in France, they're starting a program where young women who don't want to have babies right now, they can freeze their eggs. And the government is putting the money up for young women in France to freeze their eggs. They ain't even having babies in France right now. You know? So the whole feminism and liberal movement, man, like giving females liberation, not just sexually. Oh, shout out to Caleb, man. Salute. I'm doing well. Liberating women overall, as far as, oh, I don't need no man. I want to go to work. I'm sexually liberated. Man, I'll tell you this, man. I talk to females that's been divorced. I talk to females that's been single for a while. You know, I even talk to females I used to talk to, and they say they struggling out here, bro. They struggling. It's starting to work. They struggling. You feel bad because they women, to be honest. You know what I'm saying? Like, you feel bad because they women, but they struggling. I had a chick I was talking to. She divorced her husband. Her husband thought he was cheating, and you know, you got to read between the lines. She was cheating. I ain't stupid. She was cool as hell though. I see why he was tripping. Why he left her. And the box was good. I ain't gonna cap. The box was fantastic. And we always had a good time together. And you know, and she was talking about, you know, she had been dating out here and it's terrible. She like when you got a wife or you got a husband or you got a spouse, you know, you get a lot of opportunity. You like, oh man, you know, this nigga want me, this female want me. You know, she thinking like she the shit. You know what I'm saying? And you get out there, you find out everything that shine and glitter ain't diamonds and silver and gold. So you find that out. And if you and women got a problem with being alone. You know, women got a problem with being alone. So that's a problem. They can't be alone. They're not creatures that can be alone. You know, that's why they go take they brokey girlfriend out to the girls trip, because they don't want to be alone. That's factual. Okay. So yeah, everybody be thinking it's sweet out here, and it ain't. It ain't. You got some good out in-house punani, a good house girl. Hey, better I'll be like, hey man, it ain't, trust me, ain't shit out here. France has a lot of immigration though. That's why they ain't getting so many hoopers now. Yeah, for sure. That's across the board. The UK got a bunch of Africans. All them countries is African based. The Olympic teams. But they ain't busting cheeks. Can't see me seeing this. I'm from Kingston, North Carolina. We produced Brandon Ingram, Chris Paul, Michael Jordan, John Wall. Didn't Jerry Stackhouse came from Kingston, Kingston, North Carolina too. You ain't know that. I think he came from Kingston. He said cleanup, man. Man, shit, I ain't never bat clean. Well, I ain't gonna say I never batted cleanup, but hey, I ain't no cleanup man at all. Shit. Them 35 to 40 something year women, man, you better get hip. They be liking to clap cheeks all night. He said, I'd rather have a whore. I don't care for a good girl. I mean, that's you. When you dealing with a whore, you got to deal with come with it. You got to deal with come with a freak. A lot of y'all niggas can't even keep up with most of these chicks' high sex drives. So you got to deal with come with a freak. I mean, you can teach a woman. That's why dudes don't mind having virgins, because you can freak a woman out. You can teach her exactly how you want it. You can, you know, especially if she's young enough. So, you know, they all get freaky for the right guy. Ain't no good girls inside the bedroom. They all do freaky for the right guy. That's just what it is. If she refusing to do certain things for you, you just ain't him. I don't really believe in signs, so I don't know what that means. Shout out to Bryce. And that's a good question. Y'all know if y'all ain't hitting the girl right. Let's be real. I just want to ask that. I'm gonna ask it on Facebook. Do y'all know if y'all don't be hitting the girl right? I be really wanting to know. Do y'all know, like, if y'all don't do it right and she ain't happy? Like, do y'all be knowing? Because I don't be thinking a lot of dudes be knowing. Like DJ Envy said he didn't know. I had a situation. 48-year-old. She dogged her ex-husband out. They gonna do that. They gonna dog the kids out to you. You gonna know that nigga all his business. Yeah, they gonna do that. You just sit there and listen. Just sit there. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. Uh-huh. One thing about women, bro. One thing about women, they gonna dog. They. I heard husbands get speak about so bad, bro. Like they dog their husbands out like no other. You would think the niggas the scum of the earth. They gonna dog Tyrone out, Pookie out, Ray Ray out, Bill, Bob, DeAndre, Tyrone, whoever. They gonna dog them out regardless, bro. No matter how good of a guy they are or how good of a guy they gonna dog them out. I be knowing niggas all like being a side dude is gonna open your eye up to what it really is, and it's hard for you to even look at women the same way. I mean, even being a work husband or being a guy at work that listening to women talk about their husband. Have I heard women speak highly of their husbands at work? Absolutely. I have. I really have. I have. And that's kind of what gave me hope. I heard a lot of older women speak very highly of their husbands. You know what I'm saying? And they working. They was working. So they kind of give you hope. But they man, yeah. Man, they be dogging they niggas out. I'm like, damn, that nigga that bad. If she not initiating, you not smacking her. And that's a great point. That is true. That is true. That is true. If she ain't trying to come over and get hit, like, yeah, that is true. That is true. That's number one. If you always gotta ask for the ass, that's a great point. When you like, I know some of my homies that mess with married chicks. I'm good. I ain't trying to get smoked. I ain't trying to smoke nobody. I ain't trying to have no ninja popped up. I'm good. I don't need to indulge in the forbidden fruit. It just ain't like I had a chick I was messing with. She was married, but she was getting divorced, so I didn't mess with her until her divorce was final. They got final. Then she was the coolest chick ever too, dude. She was a nurse though, so red flag. But she was cool. Like that's be forgetting. Like when my man's like, he like whores. The thing about whores, they hoes is so cool. He said, which hand the wedding ring on? It's on the left. Is it the left ring finger? That's the finger closest to the pinky, if my memory serves me correctly. I don't know much about it. But I always look at women's hands before I talk to them. I ain't got time for that. But yeah, she was like, yeah, her cousin was the old girl cousin was a famous barber in Atlanta. They was cool, all cool. We all went out the first time I linked with her. We went out. She was cool though. Like I said before, like I to be honest, and it's gonna sound like some sucker shit. She was so cool that I probably would have fucked around and married the old girl. I probably would call her, I'm gonna get off here. Like, what you doing? Like she was cool. She had 4 kids though. Like 3 of them was grown. She was older than me. Like 3 of them was grown, 1 was young. She was cool though. Like I see why. Like when you be with hoes, they be cool. They be cool. Now I see why niggas be marrying hoes. Like it's cool. Like if you want to marry hoes, you gotta marry what come with it though. You gotta marry what come with it. Like you always gotta continue to be spontaneous. So because if you want to like keep them from venturing off to other dicks and shit, like you gotta be spontaneous with them. You can't be boring. You always, and that's any relationship, even with a regular woman, you got to remain spontaneous. You got to look at and that's not just to say sexually, you got to be spontaneous. Every now and again, you got to spice it up, whatever. But you got to always look for new things to do. You got to surprise them with edible arrangements, surprise them with having sex in different places, surprise them with trips and certain gifts. You got to keep women on their toes. All women got to pass. All ninjas got to pass. So when you dealing with hoes, like you really don't want to. If you want to marry one, hey, be my guest. But you gotta come. You gotta take what come with it. Cause the minute they get bored, they gonna go jump to another dick. Sometimes another click. But yeah, they be cool though. They cool. Like if you can get past the part of them just being hoes, or you can get them to stick on you and be loyal somehow, like they the perfect companion. Me and my boy Latika, I don't know if he listening, he got a channel, and we was talking about how he never would chime in on dating single mothers and shit. He was like, yeah, I don't say nothing because that's all I pretty much date the coolest. And he right, women without kids be weird. I will say that, and I hear a lot of women say guys that don't have kids be weird. But women who don't got kids, they do be weird as hell. They do be weird. Like, to think about the women I dated without kids, like it's been a few where I didn't even want to pipe. And then they be trying to make you wait to hit. I had one that just tried to make. I cut her off. Like, I'm about to sit play them games. Like, no, they be. I don't know, man. They be weird. Like the chicks with kids, they be so much more fun. They be more social, and you see why. You see why. Why. But the chicks without kids, like when you're young, it might be a little bit different. But they coming out of high schools with football teams now. They coming out of high schools with football teams. He said, yeah, hoes be cool. Be are the coolest women out. Yeah, they do. They break bread with you, get a bottle. They got liquor. They got weed. They got edibles. You ain't got to go. They cook. Nah, it's the difference between a hoe and a hood rat. 9 times out of 10, if your girl went to college, she is a hoe. She was a hoe at one point. And not by the true definition of fucking for cash, just, you know what I mean, like the Negro definition. As soon as they took women out of the house, they cheat rate went up. Yeah, they did. When they put them into the workforce. Have you ever imprinted yourself on a woman at work as far as she got to know you and she liked you? I had women that probably didn't even look at me that way. And I got to know them at work because I was in a supervisory position. They wanted me to clap cheeks. I had a stress therapist, and we was talking. She she wanted to get on and shit. She was a nice looking woman. I just chose not to. Yeah, I just chose not to. I remember she was cool though. She was real. We clicked like a motherfucker though. So I just chose not to. He said I had an uncle that used to tell us he will go by a chick house that he didn't really care about. He will bang her out, put on his clothes, and walk out without saying a word. And she probably always stuck to him. But that's back in the day though. Now you treat a woman like that after you have sex, she gonna accuse you of doing something. That's a fact. You can't even treat women like that no more. Now they gonna say you did something. These women cry wolf like it ain't nothing. So back in the day, you can dog women out like that, but now you kind of got to treat them with kid gloves. So I'm only 25, so I haven't had my first kid yet. Oh man, take your time. Take your time. But yeah, let me get off here, man. I appreciate y'all, man. Hopefully y'all enjoyed the little vertical. He said hoes cool, but when they snap, man, you got a problem. Well, they snap on who they snap. So let me stop here. Let me just address this. They snap on who tolerate that shit. You know what I'm saying? They snap on who tolerate. Once you get a certain level, you ain't gonna. That's why I say you gotta establish fear with women. Respect and fear, R and F. They snap on dudes that won't leave, dudes that won't walk away, that's why dudes who got options got women. Because they not scared to lose a woman. They can go get another one. Or they got another one. So yeah. So when women know who to snap on, I had a chick come over, we kick it. When she down here working, we kick it. So She got mad, and I told this on the Patreon today. Well, it ain't gonna go up today. And she got mad because I I came to the arrival time too fast, right? And she got mad, and I was like, "You need to use the bathroom." Walk through the car. No, I need you to walk me in the car. So she stormed out. So she called me back like I don't know, like a week later. I ain't answer. She called me again. Probably a week after that, I ain't answer. And then one day she called me on a Sunday. She like, I'm horny, bro. I'm like, me too. Pull up, whatever. So she came in. Her way of apologizing was to put some lingerie on and shit. I nigga ripped that shit off, and we made up, whatever. But the way I handled it, I ain't snap on her. I ain't cuss her out. She just left, and I ignored her for a while. Like I wasn't tolerating that. She ain't gonna do that shit again. And some niggas, she probably yelled, scream, and they begged her to stay, and I eat it out. I keep it moving, keep it moving. Man, I'm cracking up laughing with this story, bro. Real talk, it's real spill. I'm bullshit you not. Like I'm not about to go back and forth with female. I just remove my presence, bro. Anybody, I just remove my presence, bro. If I go back and forth with you in the comment section, to be honest, I'm bored or I'm just trolling. Literally. I'm not going back and forth with nobody, bro. Like I learned, like when a woman get out of pocket, bro, all right, bro, like I'm gonna remove myself. Like you gotta go. Or I'm about to leave. Just hit me up when you kind of like calm down. Like I said, I told y'all about the chick I went out with like 2 weeks ago. And she picked the spot by my crib because I live a little ways out. So she picked the spot by my crib. I'm like, we at the movies, whatever. I'm like, because whatever else we about to do, we couldn't do it. So we went to the movies. So I'm like, you come to my crib when the shit over with. She like, nah, I really don't have a reason that she said no, but I don't have a reason not to. So I'm like, all right, bro. So I ain't trip. I ain't like snap on or whatever. I walked her to the car. We spoke, opened the car door, told her basically like hit me up when you get to the crib. I played the role. Then like week later, like she texts me. I'm like, just cut her off. I'm like, girl, you 38. She had no kids, 38, and you trying to wait for me to hit. Either my whole thing was this. My nigga Mike was like, either she ain't attracted to you. That's what his thing was. I really didn't get that vibe from her. My thing was either she had a nigga, she had an STI or something like that, or maybe she wasn't attracted. So I ain't stick around to find out. I cut my losses right then and there. Said, hey, look, I don't argue with nobody. We can have a disagreement. We can have a comment, but I'm at the point. When you get to the point, I'm going, yeah. Old girl got mad. Like she was like, man, she started flipping. I was like 1, 2 in the morning. I had to be to work. And I had just came back from Charlotte, so I was tired. And she, stormed out. I'm like, all right, shit, bye. I don't need to use the bathroom. I bet. Or it is what it was. Kept calling and calling. I kept ignoring her. So she got the fucking message. You know how that shit go. I got a story for days, bro. Like literally, just in general, I could write a book. My stories ain't better than Shannon Sharp stories. I tell you that. But let me get off here, man. I appreciate y'all. Peace.